G'day folks, Steve from Vintage Restorations Australia here. In today's episode we fit a hatch to the walls of this and then we do the preliminary work for fitting the floor. So we fit the water tank, run the cable for the running lights, restore and refit the wheel arches before we finally fit that floor. So here in the middle I've cut out one of the verticals. I'm going to reinforce all of this. We're going to insert a hatch into there, which will be opposite the kitchen and next to the door. So that hatch is just so things can come in and out of the van, and it gives it another lovely big vista. So basically from there all the way around, we've got these nice windows and things that wrap right around the front. So it just opens the van right up. So where we've cut this out for the hatch to be installed, I've reinforced each side of it, down this side and then down there, with a section of this 30 by 30 steel hollow section. It's 2mm thick. Inset that in there, weld it in. We're going to put another one along the bottom and then one that runs the full length right up here to reinforce all of that and give us a bit of structural integrity in that, so we've got something to hang the hatch off. So we bought ourselves a 90 litre stainless steel tank. I prefer the stainless steel because it doesn't taint your potable water. So this is a potable water tank for the van. It's going to be fitted underneath here, running that way, so kind of where it is, but down here a bit. The main reason for doing that is I've got some nice mount points there, there and there for these brackets which go under there and hold the tank up. Nice easy fit. So I've got that tank in, I've fitted the bolts. You'll notice here that I've fitted a piece of Hypalon foam. That's just to stop abrasion between the chassis and the stainless steel tank. I just cut an inch off my wife's yoga mat. I don't think she'll notice, but yeah, it's good stuff, that yoga mat. It's a good idea to connect up your main plumbing there before you put the floor in. Just makes the access a little bit easier. So we've got to run the electrical cable all the way back through the chassis, back to the rear of it for the running lights. That entails drilling a hole in here, running a pull-through wire to that intersection there, and then drilling another hole there and running a pull-through wire all the way to the back. So we've run a wire all the way back through there. It was very difficult to get through, but we got it through. And now we just pull a string back through, hopefully, unless it gets jammed on something. There's a string, and that string goes all the way down to the back there. And now we can pull the cable through. This is the trailer cable that we're going to run up through that chassis rail. It's a little bit curly and kinky. It's a little bit stiff. So we just lay it in the sun over smoko. By the time we get back from smoko, that'll be a little bit softer and easier to pull through. You can see here I've connected the string to the cable and I've bound that up with Gorilla Tape. So I've tied a good knot on that and then bound it up so it doesn't get stuck. That'll slide through the chassis pretty easily. This rear section where the this electrical comes out, I'm just adding a bit of conduit to that, just to protect it as it goes around that corner. Push it in there, gives it a nice bit of protection. Stops it abrading on the frame. So this is where it's coming out and going into the drawbar. You can see there that conduit over the colour-coded trailer cable, and that runs all the way from there in, nicely protected, all the way to the back now. Job done. undercoated. So basically we just want a good squeeze of Sikaflex because that's what seals it. The trick here is not to get covered in Sikaflex. Often happens. So here I'm just laying out a bead of Sikaflex. It's an adhesive sealant. You would have seen it on the channel if you've been watching for a while. We use it for all our caravans as a general adhesive sealant. I can put a link down below to this product. There you go, the first level of the floor in. That's just the structural floor. So on top of that, all the cupboards and things get built, and then we inlay a hardwood floor on the remaining floor. So none of this will be seen. It'll all be in the bottom of cupboards or underneath a nice hardwood floor. So now I've got that floor all fitted, I've brought the van into the workshop, as you can see. That's basically just to keep this out of the weather. It's been raining a fair bit the last week or two, so I don't want to get this ruined before we get the van sealed up. Speaking of that, this week we'll be pressing on with putting the cladding on, so the walls and the ceiling cladding will all go back on, and we're going to push on to try to get this weather tight as soon as possible. That'll be great. My mate Greg's coming over to give me a hand this week because it's kind of a two-man job to handle those big sheets and things. Anyway, that'll be in the next video. I also want to weld up this frame and get that hatch installed as well while we're cladding it up. If you want to follow that, please hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell next to it. That'll give you notifications of when the videos come out. As always, thanks to our patrons who give us financial support. The patron information and links is down there below. Hit the link and go and have a look at our Patreon page. And we'd appreciate any support you can throw at us. If you haven't liked the video already, hit the like button because we like it when you like it, and it helps us get our videos out to a wider audience, and we'd appreciate your help with that. That's pretty much it for the week, so we'll see you soon. Look after each other and look after yourselves. See you, folks.